Hey, hey, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's staying warm and preparing for the weather that's to come. Baby, tonight is one of those nights we're going to dive on into the conversation that we started on last night. And tonight is a different twist and a whole different turn. Welcome on in here. Welcome on in here, y'all. If you're new here, welcome. You're returning viewer, welcome back. Child, tonight. Whew, while most of y'all was asleep this morning, most of y'all was getting ready for work. Something shifted. Something shifted, y'all. Jarvis Butts said no. Jarvis Butts said no. No to the plea deal. No to closing this quietly. Jarvis Butts says he got something to say. No to taking whatever was offered and walking away from the rest of the truth. Jarvis says no. That's what he said. And anytime somebody like Jarvis start looking at time, start looking at the system, you start looking at his options and still say, nah, we ain't doing this. Let's take it to trial. That tells me one thing. Somebody, somewhere is nervous. And that somebody that's somewhere that's nervous gotta be somebody other than Jarvis Butts. Because you see, innocent people don't fear deals. That's not what innocent people do. And guilty people don't usually turn them down unless they think they got leverage. So the question tonight ain't just why he refused it. The real question is, who does he think he's protected by? And who he might be willing to expose if this thing cracks open in court? Because trials don't just bring verdicts. And that's what them on the outside don't understand. Trials don't just bring verdicts, they bring names. They bring timelines. And baby, they bring receipts on top of receipts on top of receipts. And Jarvis ready for the smoke. Tonight we're going to talk about it all. Every bit of it. Welcome to the chat, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, guys. And if you're new here, once again, welcome. Welcome. I'm Moca, and over here, we don't rush the truth. We don't sugarcoat the truth. And we don't speak on nothing unless we're ready to stand on it. And over here, we stand on it. We stand in it. This is grown folks conversation. We talk facts, patterns, and accountability. And we let the chat do what it do. And we let the chips fall where they may. If you're not already hit that like button, hit the like button for your girl. And make sure you engage with the emojis to the right. Mocha's going to give you all a minute or two to get yourselves together. Speak to your neighbors, tiptoe up out of this thing and hit the like button if you have not already done so. Share this live stream out because everybody needs to know that Jarvis said no. And tonight is no different. We're going to do what we do in here each and every night. We're going to walk through it slow. So y'all, get your drinks, get your snacks. Make sure the children are put away, because we got some conversations to be held. We will be back in absolutely 1 minute.
Welcome to Moca, no love bills. Hit that like button, you might break the scale. If you can't join the membership, still ride for free, $99. Yeah, we lit in here. Comments popping, energy rocking, we all shine. We have a stay. We have a stay. Turn it up, we in the south with style and grace. Mocha got 'em talking, can't nobody take a place. Nah, from the bayou to the block, we drop truth, not tea. You ain't gotta pay the vibe, hit that like for free. Every panel on fire, every topic gon' trend. If you ain't a member yet, you still a friend, amen. Got love for the real ones, no time for the mess. We keep it authentic, that's no labels at its best. Welcome to Mocha, no love bills. Where the truth ring loud like church bells. Like, comment, subscribe, free 99 if you ride. We don't fake the vibe, we gon' live, we outside. Welcome to Mocha, no love bills. Where the truth ring loud like church bells. Like, comment, subscribe, free 99 if you ride. We don't fake the vibe, we gon' live, we outside. It's Mocha and the crew, we the talk of the streets. Bring the real back to YouTube, no scripts, no beats. We laugh, we drag, we educate too. All the bells in the chat know how we do. So tap in, lean back, sip your drink real slow. Let the haters keep watching, we steal the show. From Mocha to Nola, we hold it down steady. Platinum plus approved, that girl stay ready. Welcome to Mocha, na-na bells. Welcome to Mocha, na-na bells. Welcome to Mocha, no love bells. Where the truth ring loud like church bells. Like, comment, subscribe, free 99 if you ride. We don't fake the vibe, we go live, we outside. Welcome to Mocha, no love bells. Where the truth ring loud like church bells. Like, comment, subscribe, free 99 if you ride. We don't fake the vibe, we go live, we outside. From the panel to the people, it's pure real talk. She ain't following a trend, she lead her own walk. No cameras, my mic check with no lights on blast. But every episode hit like first class. We ain't gossiping, we testifying, keep it bold. Every story got a lesson that need to be told. So hit that bell, join the ride in style. Welcome to Mocha, stick around for a while. Welcome to Mocha, no love bells. Where the bells ring, truth in the chat stay lit. Like, comment, subscribe, don't quit. If you can't join the membership, free $99. Still with it. Still with it. We outside. We outside.
All right, guys, we are back. We are back. We are back. Happy Friday, everyone. We are outside indeed. Not literally, because it's cold as hell out there. But nonetheless, we are here on this good old Friday evening. We talking about Jarvis Butts. Jarvis Butts told those people no. He refused the deal. So shit just got real. He refused the deal. But before we get up into this commentary, once again, welcome everyone to the chat. I see the likes ain't like it. They really ain't like it. So go ahead on and ease yourself on down the road and hit the like button for your girl. It's free 99. It's free 99. But we're here to do what we do, and we're going to do what we do, baby. Before we get started, let me read off this copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use that tips the balance in favor of fair use. That's it and that's all. And now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about what Jarvis got going on. But before we do that, let me grab, because I saw y'all being busy up in here. I saw y'all. Let me grab a few of these comments. Lebec said, oh, by far innocent, trying to find the best route that do him. Aggie said he's ready. Aggie said he's ready. Kenyatta Marie want to know who's paying his lawyer. Hey, sis. Kenyatta Marie, to my understanding, he was being represented by the Neighborhood Lawyers Association, which was supposedly free. Samantha says, like I always said, Jarvis is a lot of things, but he ain't no unaliver. Absolutely, sister. Aggie says, when you come into Moca's house, hit that like button. Thank you, Aggie. Thank you so very much for reminding the rude ones. I appreciate it so very much. Levesque said, girl, he telling. He talking his guts off. I bet he is. Oh, Lord. Samantha said, Samantha, you know we said it. Cash came to do what Cash needed to do. Jarvis got tricks up his sleeve, whether they want to admit it, yes or no. Jarvis got tricks, baby. He chilling with Serena. She says, he say he not going down like that. And them in that house did it. Girl, something is very, very telling. Kitty, my girl, I see you, my love. Something is telling. Something is very, very telling. And we're going to get into it, baby. Jarvis says he's tired of playing with y'all. Samantha says, Nazaria, baby girl, we got you. We with you. You and your baby will get the justice you deserve, alive or not. Absolutely. Absolutely. Spicy says, what actually was said in court? What actually was said in court? Because another CC said they were preparing to resolve one of the cases. None of the cases. None of them. My girl PJ, I see you, boo. PJ said Jarvis needs to expose all those demons, including Worthless. Nazaria will get justice. Absolutely. Expose them all. Expose them all. We're tired. Red said it's going down in the DM. Detroit, Michigan. Baby. Nikesha, I see you, my love. All right, baby, let's get this. Thank you so much for the disclaimer, Rob. Tanya said Jarvis got something out there. Jarvis got a trump card. He playing chess, not checkers, they say. But anyway, let's get on into what we came here for. Now let's slow this down, y'all. When Jarvis reviews that plea deal, that means several things. Several things. And baby, the several things that it means, you better know it ain't small. It ain't small. First things first, let me explain this in plain language. A plea deal is usually the safest exit. The safest. Kim, thank you so very much for supporting the channel, my love. That's the safest exit the court system offers. It's the let's wrap this shit up because we're tired. We ain't got time. We got shit to cover up. We got shit to hide. We got people we don't want to expose. So take this damn plea deal. They thought they could have forced it on him. Jarvis said, hell no. They wanted to wrap it up quietly. They didn't want no noise. And one thing I know, you don't get offered a plea deal unless the prosecution already feels confident in what they have. So they offered that plea deal because they was confident in not having enough. And they figured that plea deal was going to reel Jarvis in. Gloria, thank you so much for supporting the channel, baby. Thank you so much. So when somebody like Jarvis refuses that deal, that tells me one of three things. Either Jarvis Butts is very confident, or Jarvis Butts is very protected, and we spoke on that. Or it's a possibility that he's very desperate, and I don't see him as being neither one of those. I don't see Jarvis as being desperate. I see Jarvis being confident in knowing that he's very protected. Now, I said what I said. Chad, I need your help. If you think the move Jarvis made was out of confidence, type a 1 in the chat. If you think Jarvis made the move that he made because he know he's being protected, give me a 2 in the chat. Or if you think it was desperation, Lord. If you think it was desperation, give me a 3. Chilling with Serena gave me a 1. She said Jarvis is confident. Now Keisha gave a 2. She said her daddy is being protected. Melissa gave a 2. Essie gave a 1 red. And Kim gave 2s. I see y'all love selfishly gave a 1. Hey, boo. Hey, Meryl, welcome, my love. I'm looking at the 1s and the 2s floating through this bitch. I see y'all. I see y'all. I see y'all. So we feeling tonight that Jarvis is very confident in knowing that he's protected, baby. And we spoke on that. We spoke on that. Chad, do me a favor before I go any further. Let's welcome our new moderator here tonight, April Webster, my girl. She's going to be moderating the chat as well. Welcome, 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 boo. And you see this plea deal. By them offering these plea deals, all that, what they thought it would do was slam the doors shut. They thought it would close the doors. Go on a trial. They thought them doors would be able to be kicked open. See, at trials, people have to testify. And then timelines have to make sense. Stories have to match. And once something is said under oath, it lives forever on the record. That's why most folks don't want trials. Most people don't want a trial because you can't control what comes out once the questioning starts. But Jarvis said, fuck all of that. I'm taking my chances. Because I'm confident in knowing that I'm protected. And I'm confident in knowing that y'all ain't got what y'all say y'all got. That's the kind of time Jarvis Butts is on. Jarvis knew, even though being locked up as long as he's been locked up, Jarvis had people working on the outside while Shannon was having lemon drops. But what Shannon didn't understand, what Shannon, Marquita, and Annette don't understand, they did more harm to themselves than they did good by remaining silent and by not saying a damn thing. They did themselves more harm by lying. They did themselves a bad injustice by covering up and creating a timeline that does not align with when this baby girl actually went missing. And Jarvis is going to tell it. Jarvis is so goddamn quiet right now. Jarvis ain't even talking to his attorney. All Jarvis is telling that attorney is yes and no. He ain't giving shit up to the attorney either. You know why? He don't know who to trust. At least not in this moment. He don't know who to trust. And the thing is, check this out. Jarvis Butts said no. He said no this morning. But y'all know what's really weird? Y'all know what's really fucked up in all of this? The prosecution never pulled the plea off the table. They left it right there. That spoke volumes. That spoke volumes. He told y'all in y'all face, I don't want your plea. And y'all played right in his hands. Y'all didn't take the plea deal off the table. And by not taking it off the table, that usually means one thing. Prosecution. They still want Jarvis Butts to cooperate. It's like saying, let's play jump rope. Bitch, if you ready, we ready. But once we go to trial, that offer just may disappear. Chat, talk to me right now. Why do y'all think they left it open? Why do y'all think they left it open? Was it for leverage? Do y'all think they felt they was going to get a little more information? Or do y'all believe they're waiting on Jarvis Butts to unmute his damn self and start dropping names? What do y'all think it is? I'm a grab some comments while y'all process that. How the hell you leave something on the table? Janet says he's saying he's not going down by himself. Oh, baby, that's his game plan. Tanya, my girl said Cash came to collect. Tanya, not only did Cash come to collect, Cash made a deposit. One that was more valuable than the lies that the Gamble Harris family told. Lady D said, I hate it when it comes in just, I came in just now. Girl, Diamond of Delta, I see you, my love. Janice said he's going to take some people with him, as he should. You think I would take that ride by my damn self? No way. Alicia says, Mocha, the day can't get no better. Jarvis Butts said, hell no. And the family want to whip on JJ. Child, that's some shit right there. That's some shit right there. That ain't got shit to do with Mocha, baby. I ain't dipping and dabbing in that one. But the thing with that family, they got a lot of unhealed issues. But no, Mocha ain't touching that one. Samantha says they thought he was dumb. Tanya says he ain't going all the way down by himself. Lachelle, I see you, my girl. Chilling with Serena says, I can't wait. He goes saying, I will be going down there. Will you really, girl? Be careful in that courthouse, Serena. Be careful in the courthouse, baby, because look like it all goes down in the courthouse. Lady D says Shannon was hoping he was going to take the deal. He showed them for the lies that they told on the stand. Listen, y'all knew. Y'all thought Jarvis was drawing cats, dogs, and playing tic-tac-toe on that paper. Jarvis was taking notes. Jarvis was taking, Serena, you're laughing, girl. But girl, when I tell you, be ye careful. Be ye careful going to court, boo. Aggie said he's protected by Frank, and he knows he didn't do it. Child. I see y'all up in here. Levesque said his ass, and the defense is going to have to bring something to refuse the plea. Better have something to lessen his sentence. Levesque. Just wait on the outcome. Just wait on the outcome. Prison sentence. That's what he got. Prison sentence. Shannon lost 12 pounds today. Shannon woke up this morning excited like a motherfucker. Between the time Jarvis Butts says no, and right now, Shannon lost 12 pounds. Because now she don't know what to do and where to go. Red said, I have a question. Would Jarvis take the stand and testify? Could that be possible? Absolutely, it's possible. Red, that would be the smoking gun. Red, it would bring joy to all of our hearts if he takes the stand. I've heard that family last year say Jarvis waived all his rights to speak. So his defense team speaks on his behalf. But right about now, the way shit is moving, the way things are going, the way this has shifted, right now the prosecution is not in control. They talking all that shit, but right now prosecution is not in control. Jarvis is in control. Jarvis is playing them just like they feel that they're playing him. So they done lost. Ooh, child. Welcome everyone that's just entering the chat. Welcome and happy Friday, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button for your girl. Chanel says, I think Jarvis is staying mute, not talking. The lawyer going to talk for him. I think it could change. Absolutely. Absolutely, Chanel. Janet said the judge needs to request Jarvis to remove the mask during the trial. Tanya said, Moca said they wasn't smarter than a fifth grader. Levesque said the state got those SA cases. That alone can convict him. He better talk unless he's going down. But Levesque, those SA cases, let's talk about them. Levesque, the state offered Jarvis this plea deal. I want to hear where you all are with this. Let me highlight what Levesque said. I want you all to walk this one with me for a second. The state offered Jarvis a plea deal. Jarvis was initially charged with first-degree redrum. And he had all these counts of SA against him. So here comes the plea deal. The plea deal is this. We're going to drop the first-degree redrum charge down to second degree. Not only will we drop it down to second degree, but all them SA charges, we're going to throw them away. And the only one that remains is the one on your daughter. So who y'all think is really winning? Why the hell would you give him those options if you felt you had a solid case? Jarvis sat there for 2 years with first degree hanging over his head. So if you was that solid, why would you drop from first degree to second degree? We gotta make it make sense. And right now the math ain't mathing. And if it ain't mathing for us, it ain't mathing for Jarvis either. So guess who's winning? Guess who's winning? Jarvis sitting down there with that little pencil and notepad is winning. He's winning. Mimi says he should be required to take that mask off. Absolutely. Red said, I don't even think Jarvis liked them. They just gave him what he wanted. He don't like them. Jarvis don't like no damn body. Serena said he probably saying, y'all know how I get down and what I like. But I didn't do that shit. If she's really gone, Serena, I bet you that's what he's saying. I bet that's what he's saying. Pretty Wings said it's crazy work to leave that deal on the table, girl. Miss Detroit, I see you, my love. I see you. Lady D said, I'm sure Miss Worthless is mad that he didn't take her deal. She's going to be mad a very long time. Sharon says Jarvis knows he's gone away for a long time. Either way. So he wants the truth out. Damn, he must have hated Shannon. Sheena said his case is weak. Chanel says, do you think he's wrong? I don't think he's wrong. PJ said, Jarvis said he wouldn't be the fall guy. They all going to jail as they should. That's the problem, Sharon. Sharon Wiley said they're ready to wrap this shit up. They are. They really are ready to wrap it up, right? But Jarvis not going to let them wrap it up on their terms. Jarvis said, if y'all going to play with me, I'm going to play with y'all. Y'all ain't wrapping this shit up when y'all ready to wrap this shit up. Y'all go wrap this shit up when I'm ready to give y'all what I think y'all want from me. And I ain't guaranteed to give it all to you. But y'all going to play on my terms. And that's what it looks like happening. Cornell, I see you, my love. Serena said, I just keep thinking she's in protective custody. They want him to go for life because he's an ultimate predator. That's why the clown's not locked up. They're gasping at straws. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Chanel said, I honestly don't know what to say or think anymore. Baby, just pay attention and follow it slowly. Because if you fuck around and blink, you will miss something. PJ said, come on, Jarvis. Tell the truth and shame those demons. PJ, I'm with you, girl. For that, I'm with you. Red said he lost a child in this as well. I wonder if that's fueling him. No. The fact that he's gone, the fact that it's a possibility that he's gone for the rest of his life is what's fueling him. Cornell said Shannon was praying for him to take that deal. Child, and was. Absolutely, Nikesha. Absolutely. It's bigger than Frank Boop. And y'all know we've been saying that. Lady D said Shannon and her mom thought if he took that deal, they would not have to take that stand again. He played them. Absolutely. And that's the point I was trying to make. They thought he would have took that deal and ran like the devil. But he drawing them bitches back in. Y'all, if I gotta sit there, y'all go sit there with me. See, it's not always. We sit there and we wonder who benefits from shit like this if it goes to trial. It ain't always the person that's on trial that benefits. Because sometimes it's the people who think the spotlight won't reach them. Sometimes it's the people who are hoping stories get muddy and muddy and muddy. And sometimes it's the people who believe silence will still protect them. And they really thought they would have benefited from Jarvis accepting that plea deal. If y'all think this trial is going to expose more than what's already known, if y'all think this trial, because we going to trial come February 23rd. If y'all believe this trial is going to expose more than what we already know, flood this bitch with some eyes. I want to see the eyes in here if you feel like this trial is going to expose more than what we already know. And as you think about that, I'm going to go through some comments because, baby, what y'all say means everything. Is valuable in here. It's valuable. Ms. Detroit said, well, now he going to get life if he's found guilty. I doubt it seriously. I see them eyes up in here. I see him. Ms. Detroit, I don't believe he's going to get life. I see y'all. Lebec said, nope, Mocha. He got too many cases for SA to get off. However, the unaliving and Isaiah charge, well, he gonna sing, Mocha. I just told you them SA charges was thrown out the window. And actually, jury selection absolutely starts on the 23rd. Samantha said, he said, I let this and that. It's my time to tell my story. After all, he lost the love of his heart and his child, Jesus. Shannon, baby, you better brace yourself because we're getting a big winter storm. You done lost 12 more pounds today, bitch. You about to bloat away. I see the eyes in here. I see them. Thank you, guys. Shannon is about to blow away. JJ, welcome to the chat, my love. I see you. I see you. I see you. Samantha says, he said, I let y'all say this and that. Now it's my time. It's his time. Miss Jackson says, Roxy and Kenya need to have several seats. The family put out their business. They should have had the same energy for Jarvis, the autistic neighbor, Miss Jackson. I feel that way. I feel that way. Because let me tell you all something. It may be shits and giggles for a lot of people, but coming from where I'm at, I'm a woman first. I stand on integrity. I got couth about myself. Everybody's out here. There are some doing it from their heart, and there are some that's just doing it. But everybody is seeking justice for this baby. Everybody's trying to seek justice for this baby. JJ did not go searching. JJ did not go digging for that information that Kawana voluntarily put out there. JJ reacted to it. She reacted to it. Do I agree with the way she reacted to it? Maybe not. Because you never let your right hand know what your left one is doing. I learned that many years ago. So instead of them fighting content creators, instead of them targeting JJ, what they should have done was target Kawana, because she was the one that put it out there. So we got to pray for JJ's safety. But at this point, the only advice I could give JJ, back off from that family. Back off from that family. Your heart may be in the right place of doing the right thing, but you're dealing with a bunch of people that don't play fair. Too many people then came up missing out of that family, and there's still no evidence as to where they are. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Everything ain't content. Protect your peace. Leave it alone. Because I don't feel comfortable about nobody's putting themselves in harm's way over something that really have nothing to do with them. So some things we just got to walk away from. So back to my content. No matter how this ends, y'all, one thing is already true. One thing is already true. No matter how this shit ends, this decision that Jarvis made this morning, it changed the tone of the entire case. It went from how much time now to how much truth. And that's why we sit here and we talk about it. That's why we sit here and we could talk about it. People don't just wake up and say, nah, I'm going to take my chances and go to trial. They don't do that shit unless they believe something or somebody's going to cushion their fall. And Jarvis believed his fall is being cushioned. He believed that whatever he got going on, somebody's going to cushion the fall. And that belief that he's feeling, it could come from evidence that they think the state can't use, or even a witness that they feel might not talk, or even people like Shannon, Annette, Marquita, those people that still holding weight. If y'all think Jarvis believes he could beat this, if y'all think Jarvis believes he could beat this, type the word confident in the chat. If you think Jarvis believes somebody got his back, type protected in the chat. Because Jarvis feels confident and Jarvis feels very, very protected. Leisure lady, I see you, boo. Mr. Jackson says, whether he takes the deal, a jury will find him guilty. So if he thinks staying mute, looking stupid in that mask will help him, he ain't gonna stay mute. Jarvis stays mute, right? I see y'all, I see y'all, I see y'all. Protected, 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 confident and protected. I see y'all. Jarvis ain't gonna stay mute long. I do believe that Jarvis being mute right now is a tactic. Jarvis is reading the room. Jarvis is feeling the energy. Jarvis is trying to see what's coming to the table. Ms. Detroit said he turned it down, and now he better hope he beats it. He's a repeated offender for the same thing. He gonna get cooked. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Ms. Jackson says the deal on the table, that's Kim Worthless, allegedly. Sharon Wally says Jarvis knows either way he's not coming home, plea or not. Going to trial is just something to do in there. And apparently he likes all of this attention. I don't think he likes the attention. And I know we all have mixed feelings when it comes to Jarvis Butts, right? We all have mixed feelings when it comes to Jarvis Butts. Jarvis Butts is a monster. I will never change my feelings nor my thoughts on that. Definitely a monster. But this is what I want us to do as human beings. What Jarvis did to those little girls was insane. Something I can't even wrap my mind around. So for that alone, he needs to pay dearly. He needs to pay dearly. But we cannot be judge and jury on Jarvis Butts when it comes to the disappearance of Naziah. Because Jarvis Butts wasn't the last person to see Naziah. Jarvis Butts is a many of things. A many of things. But I believe when it comes to Naziah, he was set up. And that's why Shannon lost them 12 pounds today. She lost them 12 pounds today because she figured he would have taken that plea deal and freed her and Annette from ever having to answer to the courts ever again. We have to be fair. We have to be fair. I know we don't like what we hearing. We don't like what we seeing, but it is what it is. Detroit says, now they're gone, Mocha. It's back to the, no ma'am, it's not back to the original charges. No ma'am. It's not back to the original charges. The deal still is on the table, Miss Detroit. It's not back to the original charges. They're trying to fish something out of Jarvis. Now Tribute, it says not enough evidence to prove intent for first degree. He's winning, and it's sickening. And that's the sad part about it. He's winning. He's winning. And you know what's sad about all of this? He wouldn't be winning if the family of Naziah would have done what a family should have done. Now Keisha's, okay, she's speaking. Jarvis definitely won't go down by himself. Ms. Jackson said Annette should be made to pay back all the money from Mervyn and those checks she got. Wow. Cool Girl Sister says Mocha, he knows the system and knows how to use it. And using it against Shannon, they don't have enough evidence. My girl Wanda says, okay, no deal. They better be making them extra silver cups and extra wagons because Kim got a limo. That part. They're going to jail. She's coming to court. She was hiding in that place. She's on her way. Wow. But anyway, let me finish this commentary. I love the fact that y'all are so engaged. I love the fact that y'all have so much to say. Naziah deserves. She deserves justice. She really do. Guys, give me 1 second. Just 1 second. I'll be right back.
We stand tall, we rise as one. No lapels, the work ain't done. No. Mocha leading from the heart, never run. Truth and caring, everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. Team full of truth and a chat full of cheer. Mocha in the seat, steady steering the ship. Every topic got depth, every comment got grip. We don't tear folks down, we just build them up. If you're moving off love, then you one of us. Know the pride in the room and the vibe so loud. Every bell in the check gon' rep that crowd. We stand tall. It's more than a vibe, it's a
right, guys, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that, but I am back. Ms. Jackson says Kim Workless needs a new press conference. Well, 2 years and she's done none? That speaks a lot about her. That says a lot about Miss Worthless. A lot. Lebec says, I think the state is playing chess and will get Shannon and Annette involved by Jarvis talking. Lebec, that's the way I see it. Ms. Detroit says Kim Worthy should have said, tell me where she's at and we will deal, and we will deal. Detroit is fucked up. But Ms. Detroit, let me highlight what you said, baby. And I'm going to elaborate on that. Because again, like I said, when I said what I said, we have to be fair with everything, right? I don't think they could have put that, what you just said, on the table. You know, with the deal being, tell us where she at. Because for him to tell them where she's at, that's forcing him to say he did something. That's forcing him to say he knows something. So why would you put a deal like that on anybody that don't have nothing to do with that? Right? So what if he don't know where she is? What if he's being truthful about not knowing where she is? Because remember, Annette has been very quiet. Shannon has been very quiet. And that's why I believe Jarvis turned down that plea deal. Because that's not on him. But that's just my thought. Miss Antoinette, I see you, baby. This is insane. See, what they fail to realize is this: when protection cracks, then exposure follows it. Pressure makes people talk. Pressure busts pipes. Timelines makes people slip. And cross-examinations, they don't care about street codes, neither promises that were made in the background. That's when names start coming up. That's when Shannon and Annette comes in a place with the I don't recall bullshit. And it starts turning into contradictions. Because as we know, they have never kept a solid story since this case broke. And if y'all think that once this trial starts, names are going to start dropping. Y'all believe when this trial starts, that rejection of the plea deal was for Jarvis's protection. And he's going to drop names. We're going to hear names that we never heard before. Y'all believe that? If y'all feel that's the way it's going to go down, drop some hundreds in the chat. Because I do believe names are going to be dropped. The people who should be the most nervous right now, they ain't even nervous. The people that should be, I see the hundreds in the chat. I see y'all, I see y'all, I see y'all, and I appreciate that. The people who should be the most nervous right now, they aren't always the ones that sits at the defense table. And we got to understand that. Because Jarvis is showing us right now he ain't nervous about nothing. It's those that assume they're out of reach. Those who think that, oh, well, it's been 2 years. Time done passed. I'm in the clear. It's them the bitches we got to worry about. Them the ones who believe silence erased the role that they played. The 2 years, them hoes ain't said a word. They have not said a word. So they feel that time done erased the roles that they play. But what these hoes fail to realize, trials don't forget. Trials don't forget. Now let me ask y'all a question. Who do y'all think watches a case like this the closest? Is it the defendant? Or is it the people that's connected to this case that got some shit to hide? I'll wait. Who watches this case the closest? Is it Jarvis? Or is it the Harris Gamble clan and those connected to Jarvis? I want to know. I see y'all. I see y'all. People who's connected to the case. Guilty people. Guilty people. Guilty people. And y'all are right. That's who watches this case even closer. Erica Red says the family. Cornell says Shannon and Annette. Shaking in their weaves. Harris Gamble clan. Ones that have something to hide. Absolutely. Absolutely. Platt, I see you, boo. So when Jarvis said no to that deal today, that was not just a legal decision for Jarvis. That wasn't just a legal decision for Jarvis, y'all. That was a strategic move. It's sad on Jarvis' part. That was a very strategic move that Jarvis made this morning. What that move said was, I'm not done negotiating with y'all. Y'all not going to negotiate with me. I'm negotiating with y'all. I ain't done. I still got something. And I'm willing to see who go blank first, bitch, me or you. That's what he told him pretty damn much. So Jarvis is running this show. I see y'all. I see y'all. Hey, Dr. JD, welcome, boo. Antoinette said it's the ones who got something to hide. All of them. D was Silk, welcome to the chat, my love. Kim Brown said eating the bushes now. And I'm glad they are. They need to hear this. They need to hear this. Because damn it, enough is enough with these people. I mean, people like this, baby. This shit is unreal. This shit is unheard of. How these hoes sleep at night, I'll never understand. You can't even trust a dog with these nasty hoes. Y'all done failed all these little children in y'all care. Now, Y'all bitches ain't got no pick and chooses. Y'all sacrifice your own bloodline because y'all are sick in the head. Y'all are twisted. Y'all got lust demons that's been passed on y'all from generations to generations. Y'all don't know a damn thing about safety. All y'all know is nastiness, which is what got us right here today. Here, Pop, I see you, boo. Hey, Patrina. Natasha says the real suspect. Stiff wig, Bernie, and Baby Bop. Absolutely. Rock steady and Baby Bop. Stiff wig right along with them. Melissa said he need to come out the bushes. They could stay right there. Because ain't shit that Melissa said he need to come out the bushes. No, let them big back bitches stay in the bushes, right? Because ain't nothing they could say to me that I'm willing to hear. And the reason I say that is because if you had no words, kind words, caring words, loving words for your niece, your granddaughter, you had no kind, caring words for your own daughter, ain't a goddamn thing you could come in a chat and say to nobody. Because y'all some selfish hoes. Y'all hurt children. Y'all hurt children and think nothing of it. And that nasty generational filth, I hope none of y'all think it has ended. It just took a pause because for once in 40 years, the state decided to go in there and take the damn children. So it's on pause right now. But the filth, the nastiness is still in them. These hoes need Jesus. They need some holy water. They need something. Because this is inhumane if ever I saw it. Who does this to children? And then sit on y'all raggedy asses like y'all don't know nothing. And the most sickening part of it all is y'all sit there and y'all planned and y'all plotted a story to tell the world that would make y'all nasty asses look innocent. But right now, the guilt is all over all of you. So tell that shit to somebody who cares. Because Moca don't. Moca don't. Cool Girl Sister says most of the time when something like this happens, it's always the family first. Miss Jackson, and that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Miss Jackson says that Jarvis done got off on so many pow charges. Shit, he might get off that part. And that's all I was asking y'all to do. Follow the behaviors. Follow the patterns. Because it got to make sense. Prior to Jarvis being charged with the unaliving of Naziah, Jarvis had to go turn himself in on pow charges. Jarvis went, reported to the courts, and told the courts, I ain't ready to turn myself in. I got some things to take care of. Now, the courts gave him a date to go and turn himself in. He went to the court, told them, I can't do it this day because I got stuff to do. They told him, okay, Mr. Butts, After you done what you got to do, then come turn yourself in. Have y'all ever heard of such? Have y'all ever heard of such? So if Jarvis could walk into the courts and do some shit like that, Jarvis knows what type of time the court is on. So Jarvis knows. Y'all played with me. Y'all done gave me the right to play with y'all. And that's what's happening. Chanel said at this point, leave them in the bushes. They can talk in court because they're too messy. Absolutely, Chanel. Hip Hop said, I bet one of those illiterate hoes try to get a book deal after the trial out. A book deal? Them bitches can't read. But the sad part about it is they want to talk about content creators. But yet they out here wanting to benefit off of this child. And ain't nobody fighting for her. Not the right way. Because let me tell you something. Being on content creators panels don't change the narrative that you done nothing. What changes the narrative is being at that courthouse. What changes the narrative is walking to DC to get laws changed. What changes the narrative is walking the streets of Detroit to the sole of your feet bleed. That's what makes a difference. But being messy, throwing shots over the internet, that ain't getting no closer to justice for Naziah than the man in the moon. But y'all smart though. Y'all smart. Erlene says, Jarvis didn't do it. That's why he not taking the deal. I still think it's Silverback Shannon who did it. Hold on to them thoughts, girl. I'm with you when you're right. Cool Girl Sister said Jarvis is holding a mean card and willing to bet it all. Absolutely. A guilty person wouldn't take those type of chances. LeBeck said, yeah, Mocha. He think he running the show. Prosecutors, I think, pray they nail this. Mocha did some sick shit. It's sick, LeBeck. But the thing is, we got to roll with the punches the way we see it. And right now, Jarvis is winning. Niece says, Auntie, they don't sleep. They don't. Girl, I almost didn't recognize you in here. Bernice says, I believe Shannon did it, and it's about to come to the light. Allegedly. She did it. Allegedly. Annette knew about it. Allegedly. Marquita took a part in it. So they had 2 years to get their shit together. And they've done nothing. This is sad. Shannon, everybody think you big Congo silverback looking. Damn. Erlene said, yep, I think Silverback Shannon. And Amy from Congo Marquita knows. And Esther from San Francisco, damn, Erlene. Erlene called Shannon the Silverback. Marquita looking like a Congo. And Annette looked like Esther. from Sanford and Son. God damn. Damn, girl. Who, Lord? Hip hop says, okay, hip hop was talking to somebody. Dr. JD said this case is about to backfire on that family. Absolutely, Dr. JD. It's time. It's time. 2 years? It's time to blow the lid off. It's time. And the reason I say it's time, this family have to answer for not only what they done to Naziah. So if we're going to keep it all the way a buck, let's keep it a buck. They ain't just paying in this moment for what they done to Naziah. They're getting ready to pay for what they done to every other child that was in that household that they reported as a runaway, that America don't know where they at right now. Because Kawana's told it to me how they're afraid of Annette. And certain family members came up missing because they spoke on it. If she told it to me, Jarvis has been in that family for years. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that's one of the trump cards Jarvis is holding. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that's one of the trump cards Jarvis holding. Because if they told it to me, y'all best believe Jarvis knows about the missing children too. Hello? See what we get when we all think? Hello? I see the ones in the chat. I see them. I see them. I see them. I'm telling you, Jarvis holding on to all their fucking secrets. Shannon, you laid up there. Shannon. You laid up there with your man, your man, your man. You told all the Gamble Harris secrets. And that shade tree mechanic didn't forget none of it. None of it. That's a trump card for Jarvis. And when y'all hear about it, y'all, I want y'all to come back and say, Moca said it. He's going to reveal all their dirt. He knows it all. He knows things that these people swear to God was going to stay a secret. Y'all don't ever think 40 years of CPS wasn't deep and dark. Jarvis knows. He knows. And he's going to tell it. Everybody's saying, Jarvis got that mask on because he got beat up. He ain't got no, nah. Jarvis playing devil's advocate. I don't want y'all to read my face. I don't want y'all to read my face. I don't want y'all to view my expressions. When it's time for that mask to come off, it's going to come off. And all you hoes are going to be surprised with what I reveal because he's going to tell it. Rather they want to admit it or not, he is going to tell it. Red says, but the crazy thing is, the detectives allowed it. So they ain't clean either. Let me go because I have some business first. Where they do that at? Apps red. Red. Ms. Detroit says it's not them at all. Only one side I've seen fighting and talking, and it's not Shannon nor her mama. None of them. So, Ms. Detroit, Annette ain't talking. Shannon ain't talking. Annette ain't fighting. Shannon ain't fighting. So, Ms. Detroit, why do you think the extended family is fighting so hard to keep the story from being alive? Why? The family is fighting to keep these stories hidden because as the story comes out, each one of them sits in the storybook. And when Jarvis starts flipping the pages, when Jarvis starts flipping the pages in this storybook, these hoes go fall like roaches because they all played a part. And all they're doing is bringing attention to themselves out here on the internet fighting each other. I would never. I would never. Lady D, see, I could see them devils are running around the house saying he didn't take the deal. What are we going to do now? Oh, baby, I'm telling you. Shannon had diarrhea 15 times today. Annette walking around there with that stocking cap on with that mole hanging off her goddamn face. Marquita beating the shit out of Dre because she don't know what else to do. That house is in turmoil right now. That house is in turmoil. Dr. JD said Jarvis playing Russian roulette. He just handed them the pow. Absolutely smoking mirrors. Smoking. Vivek said, no, sis, he not. Why are they using him to expose others? Listen, they're going to use him to expose Annette and Shannon. That's just my opinion. Because I do believe they want something to stick. Something more harsh than child neglect. That's all they got. Child endangerment. That's all they got. They need something that's going to hang them. And you know what else? You know what else? When Cash returned with the evidence, when Cash returned with what Cash needed to return with, that changed the game. Cash got certified confessions from Shannon. Jarvis probably gave his defense team the audio from his brother. That wasn't good enough. That was hearsay. So that wasn't admissible in court. But when Cash came back with video footage and that catfish mouth jabber jaw talking and talking and talking, that's all they needed. Kim says, I hope Jarvis tells who the other two children belongs to. Kim. He's telling it, boo. Jarvis ain't leaving nothing off the table. He's telling it all. Spicy says, it seems like they tried to keep this court case hush hush. Was it even on the news? Child, I don't know. One thing I know is Jarvis knows everything. Natasha said the text messages we didn't hear are going to be explosive. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And when Annette ran, absolutely, when Annette ran across there, listen, Shannon laid there and told secrets to Jarvis. And when Jarvis locked that bedroom door and put Annette against that wall and was painting her walls, Annette told Jarvis secrets too. Absolutely. They thought they got away 2 years. They thought they got away with it. Girl. Pretty Wing says, Mocha, that church dive you did proves he knows everything. He knows. He knows. And he's going to tell it. Natasha said Bucky don't want that wig exposed because that's going to open up the floodgate to their little nasty enterprise. Absolutely, Natasha. Absolutely. And you know what kills me with it all? These hoes come out here swinging for Annette and they swinging for Eric Gamble. Two of the biggest PDFs in that family at their good old ripe age. Why are you protecting these people? Monsters. Why? It's crazy. Nee says Jarvis didn't get beat up. He knows everybody in jail. He's been in and out of them walls for years. Absolutely. My girl Marty says Shannon needs to be in jail right now. Her own daughter tell her what Jarvis did. What you do, Shannon? Call her a liar and beat her up. Shame, shame, shame on you, Shannon, with your big, ugly, raggedy ass. Shannon, all of that for a dirty D. Samantha said that's the reason they tried to protect him and have him free reign to do whatever he done to those babies. They gave him free reign, absolutely. Platt said he got the best defense in the world right now to take that plea deal. Yes, he does, Platt. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Chanel, isn't that ironic? Chanel said that family only start fighting every time it's closer to a court date. And it's a pattern. It's a pattern. But it's a distraction. Cornell said Cash ain't got shit. She barely addressed anything. Cornell, don't you ever believe Cash ain't got nothing? Cash came out here and Cash gave only enough to satisfy the audience. Why would Cash give us everything that she got from Shannon? She would mess up the whole case. And I agree. That she should have held it. She came out here and said too much to begin with. Or she got something. And after she finished with Shannon, Cash told her, I'll be back. Ain't seen Cash since. Lady D says, I think his lawyer knows that he didn't unalive Naziah. I believe he told his attorney who did it. It's a possibility. Levesque said he late, running his mouth to me. He's desperate at this point. You think that's desperation? I don't think he's being desperate. I think he's being strategic. And and I'm glad we're able to sit up here and talk about it. I think he's being strategic. I really do. Jarvis ain't playing with these people, but let us carry on. Let me ask y'all something. Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all believe or do y'all think by Jarvis refusing that plea deal, do y'all think it was a smart move or a dangerous move? What do y'all think? Do y'all think it was smart or was it dangerous? I'm curious to know. Curious to know. And let me know why you think it was smart or dangerous. Samantha says Jarvis got street and prison sense. Pretty Wing says it was a smart move. Tanya says smart. Sheena says smart. Kim Brown Red says smart. Chanel says both. Miss Antoinette said it was a smart move. There's a reason behind everything he did. Kim says because he know he didn't do it. Red said because he don't know what he's holding. Lady D said he going to jail. See, Dr. J.D. said smart for him, but dangerous for them. Because he knows it all. Yes, Lord. He knows it all. He knows it all. Marty said Jarvis ain't as green as he looks, like a cabbage. Damn. I agree. I agree. I agree. Lord knows I agree. Smart move. Because he taking everybody with him. He taking everybody with him. And I'm so glad that we so grown in here. Red, that shit backfired on him. Levesque said, yep, he know that the state know SA went on. Smart move. He gonna do time. But not for an alive. I'm so grateful. So grateful that we're grown adults in this chat. Because when a case goes to trial, when this case go to trial, I believe that together we agree that the people connected to him is going to be more exposed. I believe the people in this nasty circle is going to truly be exposed. Samantha says, Shannon and Annette, come bring y'all ragged asses here, because Samantha says the setup went wrong. Setup was wrong. Platt said it had to be smart. If it was dangerous, he would have took it. His information on more than 3 people is better information for the prosecutor to take down 3 for the state to meet a quarter than 1. Platt, you better talk your shit, sis. Talk it. Dr. J.D. said Jarvis is going to do time with a book and a movie deal. Isn't that some shit? But they smart though. They the smart one. They the smart one. They the smart one. Child, y'all should have found another person to blame that shit on other than Jarvis Butts. Because right now he got all y'all looking crazy. Hey, Natalie, welcome to the chat, my love. So, at this point, until a jury is sworn in, y'all, I want y'all to understand this. Until a jury is sworn in, Jarvis still have until, or the prosecutors still have him from now until the 23rd of February. They could still make negotiations behind the scene. Hey, Steppy G. They could still make negotiations behind the scenes. Some people could change their mind. The strategies could shift. And pressure could bust more pipes. So they have up until this trial to still play with Jarvis and offer him. I bet you if they offer another plea, it's going to be a lot lighter than the one they already have. Beautiful Soul says they could prove it was inappropriate touching, but they cannot prove anything about a body. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jarvis is being so strategic right now. I think Jarvis want to see what evidence they got that they think is going to stick. You already know who the prosecution got as witnesses. He's aware of that. But he want to see how far this shit takes Shannon. He want to see how far this shit takes Annette. He want to see how far this shit takes Marquita. Hey, Tomanisha says Jarvis is finna expose Shannon to save himself. Absolutely. Ms. Antoinette want to know what kind of lawyer Jarvis got. They said it was the neighborhood lawyer, but I think the neighborhood lawyers that's sitting up there, I think they're all for show. I think they're all for show. I think Jarvis got a bigger posse in the background. I don't give a damn. He had a public defender. Absolutely. The state, and that's state workers. State workers don't go against state workers. So somebody bigger is in the background. Y'all better believe it. Y'all better believe it. Prosecutor got a right to either shrink that deal or make it. Mariah, thank you so very much for supporting the channel, baby. Prosecutors got a right now. They can either shrink that deal or make that damn deal disappear. But Jarvis don't mind taking the risk. So let's just say Jarvis comes back and tell prosecution, come on, let's talk. We could talk. If Jarvis comes back and say, let's talk, that could either mean one or three things. I see y'all in the chat, and y'all are actually on it. Them two dumbass lawyers is up there for sure. That money is coming from behind the scenes. It's a shit show. How many people y'all know sit in court with a mask on, like Samantha says? There's money connected to that mask. Detroit is playing in people's face with this one. Literally. Now, the only way they will pull shit off the table and Jarvis will be forced to talk or do whatever he got to do with that plea deal is if Shannon, Annette, or Marquita comes forth and decide to voluntarily talk. But them bitches scared to talk because they don't want to implicate themselves. Wilma says, but if he knows who did it and where the body is, it's over. This conversation with Jarvis and the prosecutors may change. Because right now we're dealing with the fear of the unknown. This right here, the time between now and the trial, is the most important window of the entire case. Because right now decisions are being made. And those decisions are going to determine whether the truth stays buried, if the truth starts coming out, or the whole shit get reshifted. That's why when Jarvis said no today, that's why we could sit here and say it don't end the story. It actually opens up the most critical chapter. It's about to get ugly. So whether Jarvis decides to stand firm in what he believes or even change the course, one thing is already clear. This case is no longer quiet. Dr. J.D. said this is bigger than the nasty family. For all the babies. Justice for all the babies. Down with the PDFs. Absolutely. Absolutely. Huh? This is sad. This is sad. Nazaria would definitely get her justice, sis. Families like this, y'all could never be an aunt, cousin, grandma, none of that to me. We ain't sit up here tonight trying to choose no sides. All we was trying to understand was what made Jarvis say no. This is no longer a simple case. This is no longer a quiet case. And while the system sit on their ass, still trying to decide what happens in court, see us over here, no bells and bows, we still got questions. We still get to ask questions, and we still go watch the patterns while we still demand accountability. This family is sick. Dr. JD says from day one until justice, Mocha, you have been 100. Thank you so very much, Dr. JD. Thank you so much, my love. I discuss what's in front of me. I don't go digging in the garbage cans and in the back alleys and make speculation. Put God in front of me when I approach all of this, and I let him lead the way. Platt says time and thoughts equals more freedom. Absolutely. Samantha says Annette Shannon Marquita lady. Evangelist, the church, the school, security, and so on needs to be charged. Absolutely. Absolutely. Platt said time and thoughts equal more freedom. That's what made him say no. Naziah, Nola Bells and Nola Bows will forever seek justice for your baby girl. We're revealing things that these people thought would stay hidden. Jarvis Butts himself got them squirming. How the hell somebody could make you squirm from prison? Annette, your ragged ass, claimed to be a grandmother. Those children lived in hell under your roof for years. Shannon Marquita, y'all played doctor and nurses with these children for years, but bitches, all y'all shit coming out in the wash right now. Hey, Wayman, welcome, my love. All y'all shit is coming out in the wash. How long did y'all think these secrets would have stayed hidden? Not only does Detroit know who you people are, the world knows. Hey, Storm, welcome, my love, and thank you so very much. Storm says, I love y'all, and there ain't nothing y'all can do about it. Thank you so very much, baby. Antoinette says, stuff still gonna be hidden. Money talks and bullshit walks. But Antoinette, all those stuff is gonna be hidden. Listen, let me tell you what's gonna be hidden, Antoinette. Antoinette, what's gonna be hidden is what that money pays to stay hidden. And the money is what have Jarvis Butts playing chess with them right now. The money is what has Jarvis Butts telling them to kiss his ass. He ain't taking no plea deals. It's the money. And the people behind the money is telling him, don't worry, we got you. And the people behind the money, and let me tell you, y'all may say Mocha's crazy. Y'all might say that girl creating shit. No. Y'all can believe what y'all want. I'm going to go back to what I said last year. These people ain't offering a plea deal for no reason. See, everybody's hands dirty, even prosecutors. Their hands are dirty too. Jarvis may get sentenced. No, he did not, Tomanisha. Jarvis may get sentenced, right? But I want y'all to check the prison logs 5 years from now and see if Jarvis is listed as an inmate. See if Jarvis has a DOC number. There will be no mention of a Jarvis Butts in prison. Money talks. Money talks. Jarvis Butts gonna be out of prison. He just won't be in Detroit. They're gonna take Jarvis Butts and move him around. Jarvis is part of an enterprise. Jarvis is part of an enterprise. This has been going on too long in Detroit. Too many children coming up missing and nobody said or done nothing. And now this is getting exposure that Detroit don't want. So we're going to keep it hush hush. We're going to collect hush hush money. And we're going to make it do what it do. Platt says Jarvis is in there thinking of new ways. Damn. To SA kids. When he gets out, so you don't do it the same way to get caught so fast. That's right, Platt. When they send him away, his record's going to be sealed. Huh. Kim Worthy still got yet to come out here and tell us the proof that she has that Naziah is no longer here. That's a dumbass family. They're willing to accept any goddamn thing that's being told to them or laid across their table. Because even them running with that, well, Naziah is no longer here. In Naziah's demise. Let's have a moment of silence for Naziah. Well, what the fuck did these people give you all to show you all and prove to you all that Naziah don't exist? I'll wait. Because if they actually gave proof that Naziah was no longer here, this would have been worldwide news. So how does something like this stay so goddamn isolated when the world was involved in searching for her? The cover-ups is fucking real, and that family is so damn dumb. These people have not given an ounce of nothing saying that this child is no longer here. How the hell y'all could give us evidence of a black ass hoodie with oil stains on it and holes in it? Jarvis Butts had that very same hoodie on in a goddamn picture. That's his hoodie. That hoodie was too big for Naziah. And Naziah didn't work on cars. So y'all find somebody else to bullshit with y'all evidence. Because that ain't it. Y'all claim y'all got DNA. Naziah's DNA off a mattress in a motel. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. But that family just go along with anything. That's why y'all dumbasses being treated the way y'all being treated. Y'all slow. The only thing that family got going for itself is they like to fight and they like to be nasty. That's why these children will fail. These children will fail because the family only knows two things: fighting and being nasty. Don't read to understand. Don't understand to correct your problems. That's why y'all in the situation y'all in right now. Uh-huh. Dr. JD said they expected this to stay in Detroit. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ms. Levesque said, and his DNA on the hoodie. Levesque, his DNA gotta be on the hoodie. That's his. How you gonna put a hoodie in the evidence bin and saying Jarvis DNA is all over it? That's his shit. Come on, people. This family is a sad ass family. Y'all accept anything. Anything. And it ain't me being mean or ugly, but right is right, Devin, and wrong is all the way wrong. Y'all let these people tell y'all that there's no Naziah with no proof. But y'all go to the courthouse with energy to fight. Y'all come online with energy to fight. And ain't nobody had energy to fight for Naziah. Y'all none ain't had no energy to fight for none of those babies that y'all failed in that house. Y'all had all the energy in the world to protect all of these old nasty men that y'all parted with, that y'all drank with, that y'all watched play with these damn children. Y'all didn't have no energy for that. But y'all had all the energy in the world to want to bash a subscriber, bash a content creator. While Naziah is still God knows where. The more the more you look at it and see that there is no proof that has been presented that this baby has gone on to glory. No proof of that. The more the evangelist's story, the more his story is believable, the more his story is believable. So, Annette, you might want to get your wig ready. Lay your edges down, bitch. You might want to get your story ready. But when you get in that courtroom, tell them what that $7,000 exchange was for. That's what you might want to do. Y'all had too many people involved in this story. Shape shifting. Kim Worthy, you the leader of the pack. You need to go down first because you lined all these people up to play in this story. A whole storyline, and ain't a damn thing added up. This is sad. But Naziah deserves so much better. Not only Naziah, but every child in that house deserves so much better. And that family failed these children miserably. Miserably. But want accolades on what they did. No, you don't get accolades. Because being a parent, you don't get rewarded for being a parent. You don't get rewarded for being a grandmother. Those are normal duties. Those are things that were required of you hoes. And y'all failed. Y'all truly failed. But guys, we came out here to do what we did. Our time is up, but this conversation ain't over. We will be back out here on tomorrow to answer some more questions. We're going to answer some more questions because it ain't over. We still seek justice for Naziah all day long. I appreciate each and every one of you that pulled up on Moca tonight. Thank you all for supporting the channel, whether it was through Cash App, Super Chats, or Super Stickers. I see you, and the love in this chat room never goes unnoticed. If you've not hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button for your girl. Tap the emojis to the right on your way out. Light those hearts up. Let YouTube know we came out here and we rang the bells. And those of you that's in the bushes, if you appreciate what we do here, consider subscribing to the channel, grabbing a membership, and rock it out with us, because we stand on purpose here. We ain't looking to be popular. We have a purpose and a mission, and that's to continue to be the voice for the voiceless. Guys, I love you all. Lord knows I do. Y'all stay warm. Stay protected. Protect your peace. Don't get caught up into these YouTube shenanigans. Because when you get caught up in the shenanigans, we lose sight of our focus. And our focus should always be justice for these babies. That's it. And that's all. This grown folk shit they got going on, that ain't got nothing to do with us. Let them figure it out within their own households. They done already failed a bunch of children. So if them grown helpers decide they want to fail themselves, that's on them. That ain't got nothing to do with us. Let's walk it out the way we walked it in, seeking justice for these babies. So I'm going to ask you all to do Moca one favor tonight. And that is to flood this chat with hearts for Naziah. And that's how we're getting out of here. Good night. God bless. And I love each and every one of you.
Down in the north where the soul don't break. Mocha built the lane where the real ones stay. Ain't no faking the funk, ain't no playing for clout. You bring that mess, we gon' sort that out. But this ain't about drama, it's about love, it's about healing, it's about trust. Every child, every voice, every name in the breeze. We gon' stand for the ones no one else gon' see. So we rise tall, we rise as one. Oh no, no bellows, the work ain't done. one mission in mind. We protect what's right and we hold that line. It's the chat where the truth and the love collide, where the voices don't hide and the pain gets light. We see you, we feel you, we fight for the cause. Every kid, every tear, we break down walls. When you hear that bell, that's the call to act. We family now, and that's just facts. We stand tall, we rise as one. We rise as one. Know the bells, the work ain't done. Leading from the heart, never run. Truth and care are everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This one's for every voice we fight for and every child who needs to be heard. We see you, we feel you. We stand with the truth. This is the Know the Bells. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. Stand tall. Join the family.
Good night, everyone. God bless. I see you all. I enjoyed you all. It has been a night. Justice for Nazaria, guys. Good night. Until next time.